So, I'm super excited to start this unit, Marketing Basics. Marketing is really what we've been talking about to a certain degree all semester. So, let's talk a little bit more about what is marketing, what is the marketing concept. We've talked about demographics, but let's talk a little bit more about demographics and how they affect all the rest of the decisions you're going to be making. And what is the marketing mix or the 4Ps, and how do those really drive those marketing decisions? So, marketing defined. Marketing is the process of developing, promoting, and distributing products, goods, and services that satisfy customers' needs and wants. Notice I didn't just say advertising, I said developing the product, promoting the product, distributing the product. It's all of that. Marketing is much larger than just advertising. Successful organizations are going to follow what's called a marketing concept, and that is just the idea that organizations have to satisfy the customers first, or they'll never be able to achieve their overall organizational goals. So they have to make sure that those goals are based on satisfying the customers first and foremost. To be profitable, they really have to understand what people want. What do they want to buy? Why do they want to buy it? And can they afford it? So the steps with marketing concept with that goal of maximizing the market share would be to identify the market, identify their needs and wants, determine the target market, and then use demographics for that target market to really develop our marketing plan. So what does that mean, maximize market share? Maximize market share simply means that you want to have the largest percentage of an industry's total sales earned in that with your company. So all of the companies in that particular industry, their sales added together, you want your sales to be the largest percentage. That is the overall goal of a company, because if you're doing that, you are making more sales and making more money. And we've already talked about the difference between a market and a target market, but let's recap. A market is the potential customers that have a shared need or want and that have that ability to actually buy your product or service. So it's the overall number of people or potential customers that have that shared need or want and the ability to buy. So, what's the difference again between a need and a want? A need is just going to be your basic necessities like food, clothing, shelter, those things that you need to survive. And then wants, obviously, are everything else that's just based on things that you want that are tied to your personality or experiences that you want to experience, etc. So, again, your target market is a section of your overall market. And that target market is that specific group that we as a business are selecting and spending our time and our money on focusing on. So, that is what our marketing plan is based on. Your target market can also be broken down into your primary and your secondary. Primary market being those that are most likely to buy a company's product or service right now. Secondary market being those that might purchase the product or service in the future, or who might be the influencer that will convince someone else to buy the product or service right now. And remember, all of those markets have demographics, so statistics that describe a population in terms of personal characteristics. So, thinking about the demographic groups that you belong to would be things like high school student, a certain age group. You might be in play a certain sport. You might have a certain color hair or eye color, a religion, a gender. Those are all demographic groups that you personally would belong to. So we'll talk about the marketing mix or the 4Ps in the next video.